Hey, this is Cub-Scout signing into Cub-Scout's Daily Thoughts. 6:43 p.m., August 14th. And if you're listening, I really just want to say again, I really appreciate you take the time out of your day to hear me fucking ramble about nonsense. And today's nonsense is just really about local music. There's a upcoming show this weekend. I'm actually very excited about it. It's a lot of bands that are more local, but there's a headlining will be Chasing Thrill. I've been seeing a girl for a little over a month now, and her roommate's boyfriend is actually their lead guitarist. This kid is incredible. Props to you, bro, and you're a sweet kid. Like, I love you, man. We've only been hanging out about a month now, and you're just a good guy, and I really look forward to your show if you're even listening to this. But I hope we get a good turnout, just people that we know that are there, number one, and number two, just a lot of people who really can expand your fan base. And I know you got a lot of followers here, and not really sure what to expect, because the last time I went to local music shows, kind of ended up getting in trouble. I'm kind of a fucking troublemaker when it comes to going to music shows. And I'm saying this like I'm an old fucking man. When it comes to going to shows in general, if you caught a podcast about the annoyances, like, you'll hear a story in there where me and Droopy Cock actually got in a brawl. Last time we went to a show, and it's been a few years, so I'm a mosher, I'm a fucking troublemaker, so hopefully I don't get you or your band or anyone in trouble. I'll try to tone it down a notch, and really just excited to hear everyone playing. Other than that, I've actually started dabbling a little bit more into my own musical element. I started playing the bass back in 2005. I wanted to fill in for one of the bands that I knew the majority of the guys in it. So their bassist wasn't real reliable. They kept bouncing around basses. So I actually picked it up with no skill. After about a week or so of fiddling with it, I kind of picked up the mechanics of, how difficult it really is bass, unless you're playing fucking jazz or the theme song to Night Court. Anyways, it got me really interested in music, and I actually, that same year, I found out that I was a pretty good singer, metal-wise. Even if you want to take it down to a level of Backstreet Boys, I want it that way. Favorite song. So I transitioned into guitar, picked up an electric, and I don't want to say got bored with it, but I got fucking overwhelmed, because it's 2 extra strings, and you actually have to play them all, instead of like a bass where you're just doing the top E, just letting it ring out, and doing a few frets here and there. No big deal. So I got overwhelmed with it. I've been on and off with electric guitar for the past 4 or 5 years. Actually longer than that, almost 7 years now. And I just recently started trying to play acoustic, learning my chords, not just barring everything in drop D or drop C. Really trying to play in standard tuning, making it sound pretty, learning to sing when I play at the same time, not overthinking things. And I'm having a great time doing it. My calluses are coming in really fucking hard, and I like that. Hopefully you'll see something of mine in the near future. And what's funny enough is the reason why we started doing podcasting was because Dirtbag is an amazing guitarist. This dude has been playing his entire life, and he'll pick up a guitar no matter what condition it's in and just make it sound fucking beautiful. Juicy is an amazing guitarist too. He's actually been playing guitar and drums for the majority of his life, so I'm kind of like the newbie in the group when it comes to it. But I'm a fast learner, and I'm picking it up really good, and they're a big help in my musical growth. After guitar, I kind of got interested because I was around drums all the time, just to learn how to play the drums, and I can hold down quite a few beats. I'm not as good as I'd like to be, but in all honesty, I don't practice. But yeah, it's a fun world. I've found out I'm really good at writing too. As much as I hated fucking poetry growing up, because you're force-fed it, I never really appreciated it, and it was kind of like the pussy thing to do, to be a fucking asshole and write poetry to a girl. So I definitely don't consider myself a pussy. So that wasn't really my cup of tea. I'd rather, in high school, fight or just be dumb and do stupid shit, instead of educating myself in that whole realm of learning. But yeah, it's surprising how much you actually retain when you sit down with a pen and paper and you just put your thoughts out. And I'm a pretty clever person, so I kind of get to turn it into songs. It'll take us weeks to turn around and tune up a song that sounds okay at first into something that sounds like a panty dropping ballad. But at the end of almost every time we get together and we practice, we always write a song out of just nonsense that we thought we were going to put into one song, but ended up just kind of spinning it off and making a dumb fucking recording of us singing about being LARPers or a Taco Bell girl that Juicy met in the drive-thru. And honestly, that makes it all worth it, because you have the stress of everyone, like, some people want to be on the ball, other people are late, come in late to practice. It's just, it kind of like squashes all that bullshit for everyone being so tense for the hours beforehand. And that's honestly one of my favorite times of the week, whenever we're not podcasting, because obviously I'm addicted to it. I like hearing my own voice because, I don't know, I think I sound hot. What do you guys think? Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. I mean, if you're listening to this, you're probably a close friend or family member, because apparently it's hard to just fucking listen to a podcast on YouTube while you're driving to work. So I'm really looking forward to getting, again, an account with some sort of hosting website, or even starting a website where you can download or just stream these uploads. Other than that, this has been Cub Scout with Cub Scout's Daily Thoughts. I hope you have a wonderful day.